Welcome back to another fun Friday night with the Hockey Coach Coach Frenchy directly for a beautiful country of Thailand. One amazing, great Friday, February 16, 2024. And that's conclude another week, not only of us, but also of NHL from Monday to Friday. And then we're going to talk about tonight. It's fun things. First of all, we're going to talk a little bit news around the Montreal Canadiens. They have a day off today, so it's not like much. But I'm going to talk about fun things. And then secondly, the code in NHL. I think it will be fun to talk about the code in NHL. I took 10 different kind of code. It's unwritten in NHL, and everybody respect that. Yes, there are more. You can go more and more, and hopefully you're going to sharing with me different unwritten code in NHL. We are out on the internet for a couple hours, and I was push everything to be ready for tonight. So the only thing I don't have in the show tonight is the result of the prediction last week. So we're going to be out Sunday night for the show of the weekly recap. So I apologize for that, but we can do the prediction tonight for tomorrow. And we have the Frenchy Quiz for tonight. All my subjects are step up, and I work until 9 o'clock to get out here. And can we put this on the cheese? Maybe. Maybe not, but it's happened, and you can only control what you can control. Lucky it was back the internet at 8:15 this morning, so glad at least we are live here at that moment, and hopefully we can go through this for a couple hours talking about the NHL code. This is the subject of the night. If you want to check my thumbnail, one side you have the code of NHL, Donson, Snow, and the goaltender. On the flip side, guys, is Juraj Slafkovsky called the Slavzilla. I make a video yesterday about Slafkovsky. It's called the Slavzilla Show. And I gave by number. The last couple of shows that had daily news, I gave number of the performance of the first line. Yesterday, I gave you an idea by number what happening with Slafkovsky, Cole Caulfield, and Nick Suzuki. And you can watch this video. And I got a lot of comments and do that video, not about what I did, but more about the performance of Slafkovsky. Honestly, I don't know. Maybe Piqué Subban, I can recall it. Shea Weber trade was a bit controversy. But I think the Piqué Subban show up with the Montreal Canadiens and the way he did carry on the puck, and he creates some kind of great highlights in NHL, but also the people was really excited about Piqué Subban. I think everybody right now, I can feel it. I can see it on my result, on my live streaming. The people are excited about Juraj Slafkovsky and the first line, where it's going to be really good, and the first year with Montreal Canadiens. I understand, yes, I maybe go overreact about Slafkovsky, but why not? One, we have a difficult year like we have this year where we're not going to make the playoff. And we don't have a lot of the small victories about the Montreal Canadiens, right? It's hard for the last two seasons to support the team, to accept the rebuilding, to be patient with the rebuilding. But every time we have something, we can celebrate. Whatever we beat Anaheim 5-0, but at least why not take advantage of those small victories to have a good, some kind of excitement about the Montreal Canadiens. And yes, I may be overreact, but you know what? Better to do it. I'd be negative and drop players down constantly, like we see many times on the live stream. And we have to give credit, I think, for Slafkovsky. The people said, the Montreal did the right decision, blah, blah, blah. I think we don't give enough credit for Juraj Slafkovsky or Slavzilla, his performance, how he become who he is today. The kids want to learn. The kids want to become better. The kid is constantly trying to create more. What a great release he did yesterday on the shot against Jonathan Quick. We don't see enough of Slafkovsky like that in the last year and this year also. And now, in French, we said lance et compte, right? Lance et compte. And I think that's like he's doing right now with Montreal. So for me, guys, it's exciting. That's simple. I can just resume that. I don't know what your feeling are, but look, um, I don't know, would be the end of the season for the Montreal Canadiens. We can complaining 7 goal again, 7 goal again. The Blues, Montembeau 8 goals last time, now 7 goal. And but at the end of the day, it's about Slafkovsky. But tonight, approximately about 30 minutes, and I want to give at least 1 hour talking about the code in NHL. The Riley Craig situation elevate a lot of controversy between people, and I think it will be a good time Friday night talking about the code in NHL. So I give you 10 different code I regroup together. There are more, but they are more specific or about the code, and I want to share it with you. Some are really easy and not to have the time to taste or time talking too much about this, but I want to see what will be your reaction tonight. So first of all, go to welcome everybody. Thanks to be with our Canadian Live show. Only one game in NHL tonight, so it'll be easy. The Carolina Hurricane play again the Phoenix Coyotes. For the Montreal Canadiens, they will hope the Coyotes can win tonight. To help, to be close to the Montreal Canadiens in the standing. And the flip side, on my fantasy hockey, I would prefer Carolina win because it's a dual goaltender where I play on my fantasy hockey. So, but we'll see what happening about that. Could be the last season of the Coyotes in Arizona. By the time we tell us, Karel Velmelka is going to be between the pipe tonight. Not a great year this year. 897 for Velmelka, 612 336. But again, the rookie Kachekov, 1393, 0.902 with 2.52. Anyhow, welcome, Mr. Frenchy. He's in the house this morning. Good morning, Frenchy. Hopefully you're doing well. Good morning, Vietnam. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Marco Rabi knocked the door. Marco is going to stop by. Marco is busy night with the movie night. Luciano Graziano. So the clip from Toronto. Thanks for the video, Luciano. Unfortunately, I didn't have no time to put it up over there. And we have NR back in the house tonight. NR directly for Toronto. You guys, you clean up the snow. And the Hurricane already scored the first 16 seconds of the game. Martinique scored his 9th goal of the year. So we'll see happening. I can really bring for here we go. The Da Vinci Code tonight in our tab. That was a good one about this. John back in the house. John Huet. The cross-check of the phrase is a clear overreaction, but the concept that a good winner is lost for so many people nowadays is kind of weird. Great point about that, John, for that, for sure. And we'll see what happening that. And, oh, wow, a very bad turnover, but Arizona create the first goal of the game. Claude Richard, go Habs, go. Welcome back, Claude Richard, directement de la belle province de l'Ontario, la capitale du Canada. Ottawa. The Sharks are from Bridgestone, downtown, and Nashville, Tennessee, Mr. Sharks. Yes, only one game tonight, so RG is going to be almost take a vacation tonight. We have Luciano in our top. Mr. Reggie from Philippines. Reggie guy become a voyageur in French. He go from Vancouver to Vegas to Brazil, and our guy is in Philippines, Mr. Reggie. So he's getting close to Thailand. What it would take to Reggie to move in Thailand? What we need to do? Have a lot of cheese. If I can sharing a lot of cheese if you want to, Reggie. It's up to you. But yeah. Anyhow, welcome to the house, Mr. 42, guys. 42 become a regular, guys, in the chat. He put his emoji, Slafkovsky. I love it. I love it. 42 become now a little bit more come here many times. He leave a lot of comments on my video. So great having you aboard. Thanks to be with us. Support the channel, Mr. 42. Frankie. RJ Calabro, here we go. Laval 3, the Hartford 1 at the third period. Great to hear that. RJ or Rick may be around. Anybody can tell us who scored the goal. That'd be great. I did not look the goal at the game alone. I was too busy. Anyway, Frankie. Andy, AK back in the house. AK, are you nervous? What's going on in the wall of the Colorado Avalanche? the Calgary Flames, and the Edmonton Oilers. What's going on with them? Not looking good. The Flames lost again the Sharks 6-3 last night. And they're missing a bunch of players, the Sharks. And then the Oilers lost again the Blues. The Blues looking good, by the way, but something wrong with the Oilers. There's something wrong with the Colorado Avalanche. I think Slav is a beast right now. Is the best player in 22 draft class. It looked like that won't change. Mr. Randy Walkman is in the house. Here we go. Talk about Calgary. He's going to give us something. The Slav Overlich, Mr. Enartap, under the name about Slafkovsky. And network channel. Well, there you go. I watched this on TVA Sport tonight. Willie Snyder knocked the door with the moves. Most play DU right now, 0-0 first period. I'm glad you make a great show for Rick Bengal, buddy. The most play at DU. You play at at home or you play at DU University at the Magnus. Is it Magnus Arena? I believe it is. Not easy to go at DU rink over there. Downtown Denver, guys, the parking is bad, but you have a great place to play hockey. And yeah, Run with Kings is in the house. Welcome back from Utah. Run, the Kings are up and down. Great game, bad game. Great game, bad game for the Kings. William McClary, welcome back in the house. William, thanks to be with us. As fans, we are not really have an elite talent, and a very long time is our only shot we can buy. We think overreact. No, that's a great point. I think that you describe better what I'm thinking about Piquet Subban. You talk about an elite players. You know, we have to go all the way, I believe, for Carey Price in 2005, top 5 overall pick to consider this as a super elite. On the forward, we never have a really a good. So this guy, you know, we have to go in 1970s. We have to go maybe with Matt Naslund, maybe Sakuka Hiro. But again, that kind of the player like Slafkovsky right now is rare. So hopefully, again, he showed to us the last 20 games he can do something in NHL. Can he continue? That's time we tell us. But great point for you to sharing. But last is late to the Ducks. Said in our tap, talking about Ottawa. Ron, glad LA went last night, but what a beautiful display by Da and the net last night. Here we go, Ron. They beat the Devils last night. Willie, and our tap, RJ Calabro, de 5, Michael McCarron for 2 years contract at $1.8 million. And McCarron dropped on the Montreal again. 25th, I believe, overall pick. Never delivery a lot in NHL, but he find his role. He took him a couple of years, a little bit like Rand Poland, and they find a way to figure out to stay in NHL with consistency. And he played a specific role on the 4 line. That's what happening sometime in NHL. You have to understand what it takes to stay in NHL. McCarron is a great example. Again, 25th overall pick is not easy. To get a job full time in NHL. We see a couple of people talk left and right. That's one special thing about Arizona. Arizona going to nowhere. Coach, no state, one them. Patrick Leblanc back in the house. Welcome back, Patrick. Here we go. Folks, bet on the night. KK to score for 5.5. What a bad NHL schedule. Well, NBA is off with All-Star Weekend. Can understand that, Patrick Leblanc. Yeah, the schedule, maybe, I don't know about this, Patrick. Absolutely, you're right about this. Secondly, I would say to you, Kokanemi, 9 goals only this year, 18 points, I believe. He's still on the finalist for the Turkey Award for the 3rd year. We'll see what's happening next November, but again, not very good about that. RJ, 4-1 the Laval Rocket. Here we go. About that, Mr. Roy from Bangkok. Good morning, happy Saturday, Mr. Roy. I'm looking at the game, guys. 0 shot for Arizona right now. I know in attack, but sooner or later it will score. Alina, welcome back in the house. Alina, thanks to be with our Canadian Live Show. Glad to have you aboard. And then it's 2-0 now. Chatfield score for Arizona. And look like André Tournier behind the bench is a little bit concerned about the performance of the goaltender, guys. On the wrap up, and the defensive zone of the Arizona not looking good right now. About that run, I was happy with Ellie last night, but that was a beast and the net for the Devils. Say again, the NHL schedule is some screwy this season. I will be at the Toronto Maple Leaf game, St. Louis Blues game on Monday at the Enterprise Center. Awesome to see that at the Enterprise Center in Missouri. Sharks, awesome to see that. Go Habs, go. Lina, I love it. For that. But I'm going to have to go somewhere by. No problem, Alina. Enjoy your night. Mitchell, Bison, and Davidson to go. Love the possibility. Alina. No, about getting old country coach. All right. Glad to hear that, my friend. Our honeymoon is maybe coming to the end, abrupt end, Patrick Leblanc. I don't see that yet. But the time will tell us. Clock has been brought up. This could be what Nelson needs. There's a good point about this run. They need maybe someone can carry on the puck a little bit more on offensive. We know he have a great shot, a clock. So it's good to have some kind of player sometimes play in the Apex Arena in Alvada. We play at home. Apex guy is a 2-sheet ice and in Alvada and Colorado. They have a YMCA fitness around beside that. They have a big swimming pool. How, coach, you know everything? It's because I live in Colorado. I've been referee and I coach in Colorado again at Apex. The parking is not fun over there, and I was coming for Boulder, so I was using the back door, Willie, to go there at the Apex. The director of hockey has been there for many years. I don't know if he's still there, but we'll see. What's up about that first period? Here we go. RJ goal for at third for Laval 7. Davidson, Bisson, and Davidson. Here we go. Jared Davidson, guys. You know, everybody talk, and I think I don't know, guys. I know you have a few fans from Montreal Canadiens here, but everybody talk about Owen Beck. Everybody talk about Jake Evans going to be maybe out of the lineup, and Owen Beck is going to take his spot. Don't give up on Gerard Davidson. The kids, like Albert Jekai, face to adversity challenge at young age. Yes, he was draft, yes, but he made the Seattle Thunderbird and WHL at 16 years old with no expectation for anyone. They have to keep him because he show up and he become captain over there, and it's a great story for him and Seattle Thunderbird. Drop on the motor again in the end, and now you can see he got hurt during the year with Laval Rocket, but he can back now. This is a kid, can play winger, can play center. He has a type the third line, and he remind me, guys, when I watch him play, Yannick Gourde. That's where I feel he could become in NHL. A guy can be dynamic on the bottom six for the Montreal Canadiens, can skate well, he have a good sense of hockey, great leader. This is the prototype that the organization Montreal likes to have in their organization. So the time we tell us, look, Anas is going to be a star in NHL, but just don't give up on Gerard Davidson. Glad he scored to goal tonight. KK is pointless the last 10 game at 12 of the last 14 game. There we go. Just bring one tap shell. 2-0 Arvada. Here we go. Willie the moves. Did it again. 26 Sean Theodore. Draft first pick after Mikaran Yarka. Yes. If you do all those draft guys for the last 10 years, I did a video about this. You have Charlie McEnroy, Adrian Kempe. You have, you have to go all the way a little bit later, Chris Crater. You're talking right now about Theodore. Until now, the Montreal Canadiens could have 7-8 stars. Now, it's easy to think that way, right? Because the draft sense is not a formula. But yes, every team could have a better players in their team if you go that direction, for sure. About that, you have a big conversation between Jean Perron and Tony Mariano and forgot the next one. I think Alain Chantelois about Trevor Timmins. Anyhow, we can talk about this later. Coach Shinagav is a madman. Yes, he is AK. He's on my fantasy hockey and on my other league. I have a league I play for 3 years now. It's a keep league. We have 32 coach, and I'm at the rebuilding right now. I trade Barkov 2 years ago, or last year. I'm a rebuilding, so I'm getting better and better. I have one more. This year is my last year of the rebuilding. I'm the phase 2 right now. I have to give up and maybe one. My young plus right now is a killer on my team, and Mityukov for the Anaheim Ducks. The goaltender Carolina Hurricanes is my one there. But I have a lot of players I draft already, and this year I have right now the top 5 and I have a top 10. With the New York Rangers, so I can't wait to get 2 other solid players. I have a lot of great prospects like Tristan Luneau, defenseman, and I can go all the way like that. I can talk about this a bit later. Something I would like to maybe do for the Hockey Nation, start a keeping league, you know, but we need to find people. Zev Lakav is in the house. Welcome back in the house, Mr. Zev. I think Jared Davidson is our most underrated prospect. Is going to be at 30 point, bottom and 9. Seth and like Nick Down could be a valuable trade asset or the depth piece. Yeah, I would not trade him for you. That's it. Is an older pick for 9 players at best for Zev Lakav. Bottom 3, Davidson. KK is a boss. Carolina, Zev Lakav. Adam Nicolas is injecting into Slafkovsky, doing a great job with him so far. Juraj Slafkovsky, here we go. How about that? 4-2 now, Laval Rocket. I love that in our top. I hope he can be that. One of my favorite players growing up was Yager. Someone in my comments yesterday on my video talked about Yager. Yeah, Adam Nicolas is helping that. And the last, in the next 45 minutes, the WWE SmackDown on Fox, The Rock will appear. He is a bad guy now. It will be entertaining for sure. The last time I watched the wrestling, it was Jean Ferré against Dino Bravo and the Joe Leduc brothers, the Leduc brothers versus the Vachon brother. That's what I do. I don't follow nothing about wrestling, unfortunately for that. Coach, the missed draft pick highlights Bergevin did not pay any attention to his scout about that one, Roy. The conversation about Trevor Timmins and also Marc Bergevin. A lot of people think Timmins did not pick up a lot of great players, everything like that. But imagine if Marc Bergevin did not trade them. Sergachev. Then you have McDonough. And then you have, Piquet Subban. He was with the Montreal Canadiens. So, at some point, Trevor Timmins deserves a little bit more credit for what he picked. I think the flip side is many times the general manager trade those picks or they select those players without accept the recommendation of that. Like example, like Louis Leblanc. I don't know the story behind Louis Leblanc. I don't know. We never know it. But who decided the last one to decide to take Louis Leblanc over Chris Kreider? Right? I don't know. Again, I don't want to mention the GM was bad, but someone have to take the last decision. I believe it would be the GM. Did not Nicolas come from the leave, William? Yes, the story about Adam Nicolas, guys, if you follow him, I follow him since 2000, Adam Nicolas. He has his own YouTube channel long time ago. And it was really powerful for me when I was coaching to learning about certain things. And, it was really good. And then after that, he disappeared. And he got coaching left and right, private coach for different players. And then he went to the USHL helping teams. He was working with Steve Briere, my buddy. And then after that, he got hired by the Toronto Maple Leafs. At the same time, Stéphane Robidas, he was with the Toronto Maple Leafs. And Montreal, get him after that. He worked with Jack Han with the Toronto Marlins, by the way. So, great point about this, William. I don't like a Yager comparison. It's a bit much. Um, it's a really high, John, right? We talk about one of the best players in NHL. I, I think you can consider him a little bit more like the size of the players, the way he play. But to become Yager, guys, it's very high. I don't see that like Yager. But I would take a Rantanen. I would take a Rantanen for sure for that. John, I agree with you about that. But maybe that's just me. Maybe it was said Lemieux. Zeb, Bergeron did not have a development department. Watch for Nico. He does not like us taking smack about Bergeron. Bergeron, he got like, why did not have analytic around him? Why did not have development around him? Why he was running? He have an article today said he was not respectful with Guy Lafleur, Jean Béliveau. Again, I don't, it is what it is. All I want from Slafkovsky is an elite forward. I'm hoping he's a top 50 forward. Is that is not a boss. I think I have a conversation with Rick Bengal. Rick is a big fan here of the Hockey Nation. He's, what I mean? And you know what he talk about, the Slafkovsky. And, I respect the way he talk about this, like the way he believe the development should be another way. So we cannot discredit Rick Bengal. But anyway, we have a conversation about the fact that, if you don't reach that number, he's not going to be a great hockey player, or he could be a boss, whatever it is. For me, guys, it's not about the number, the goal. For me, it's what the impact of the players provide to the team. So, and I think Marcus slightly a bit like that way. He preferred to coffee score 35 goals, but he become a 200 feet hockey player. For me, I prefer Rantanen. I prefer Slafkovsky have less productivity on offensive, right? But he provide a specific role we don't have with the team. A physical player, a puck retriever, a hunter, a guy can open the space, great option passing, hockey sense show up over there. Pop up big goals during the playoff, play solidly great during the playoff, and those kind of situations. So the impact of the player is not focused on the goal or the point, but overall his game he bring on the table. The time we tell us, but this is what I'm looking for at Slafkovsky. Become 50 or 75 in initial number the point. I understand more point better it is for Montreal, but for me, those kind of player I want to be is a guy can make a specific role inside the Montreal Canadiens and the future. Patrick Ledin, Coach Slafkovsky or Byfield? I will go a little bit slightly with Slafkovsky on that one, Patrick. I know Byfield is a bit taller. I believe it's 5'5", 5'6" for Byfield. I think skill-wise, overall, I would say to you, and I think, but you're a hockey Montreal Canadian fans. I would say to you, I think Slafkovsky have a little bit more. I think his ceiling will be a little bit higher. But said that, Byfield, guys, he's a great hockey player. Byfield is going to be a good hockey player. He reminds me a little bit like Tage Thompson. He took him a couple of years, and now he's getting more minutes with the Kings, and he can show his body. He can play winger, he can play center. He's always said his skating has always been his problem. He go through that, he improved his skating, and now he apply more offensive of his game. But I feel like Slafkovsky, again, the time we tell us, a little bit more skill or talent versus Byfield. But again, you talk about great hockey player, and Byfield, when Kopitar is going to live, Byfield could be the runner of that team at the top 3 for sure. About that, Patrick, great question. 5-2 Laval, here we go. Coach, it was not the picking under Bergevin. They did not development department. The player was left on their own. Great point about that, Zeph. Again, it's all the hockey operation Montreal Canadiens was not structured properly for the player to develop. Great point, Zeph, about that. Larry Lavalley back in the house. The steak is over. The potatoes is cooked, and the rice and the asparagus is on the grill, and Molson is beside the plate, and Larry's going to get his butt on the seat of the great chair on the balcony and zip some Molson for us tonight with some steakhouse. And Larry, this is the way to have a great live until to the end for you, Mr. Larry. So, first of all, you deserve it. Secondly, we said thanks for your service. And thirdly, I'm really happy for you, what the live you have right now. The wish for me for you, it would be the health. And without health, guys, it's impossible. But don't let you down when you have a problem with the health. This is a game of mind. And yes, everybody have some kind of challenge in life, but you have to get some other kind of motivation. Go through that. Yeah, it's up and down, but you have to go through the door and say, you know what, this is not going to stop me. I have to perform every day. I have to make an impact every day. I have to show up every day, and this is not going to put me down. And whatever the pain could be, whatever is hard, you have to show up until to the end. That's how we tell us. Roger Delaney is in the house. Welcome back, Roger. Thanks to be with our Canadian Live show. Roger, the second about this, RJ. William, Zeph is on. No need to try to compare him by changing his name. That's Bengal. Seth Olvolich is pretty good about that. Larry Lavalley again. Good question, Patrick. Yeah, it was very good. Exactus is his own specimen. Soleil, an hybrid with a touch of Jager Leclerc, look like a great power forward in the last 2 months. You know, when you talk about John Leclerc, I remember when he played with the Montreal Canadiens, it was not easy. You know, when you come with a team where you have a lot of great players. And he got traded for that with Eric Desjardins for Mark Recchi. I know that trade turned out to be not good for Montreal Canadiens. Leclerc stepped up his career when he played with Eric Lindros. But we'll see what could happen there. But I think it's good compare Slafkovsky. Again, when we compare guys, just we hope that player could become that kind of players because we can do this for everybody. Slafkovsky is better, Leon. About this, Leon Renault back in the house. The site about old school hockey. Our great coach, John. Slafkovsky could be a bigger version of Albertson. Yes, Victor Albertson, guy, unfortunately, you know, injury make it not very good. He have a couple of years with Nashville Predator. I don't know if he can become a 30-scorer goal in NHL anymore. Good question. At the draft, Montreal trade Anderson plus Jacky plus the first round pick Jet for Alexis Lafrenière. Sound good or not for you? But sound good for me, but bad for the New York Rangers, Frenchy. You get a winger at $5.5 million, cannot score more at 15 goals per year right now. Jacky, in my opinion, again, you guys, you love Jacky. I love Jacky. But you can see again, yesterday, during the week, he's still going to be a third pairing in NHL. He still need to improve the anticipation of the game. But I don't want to talk about Jacky too much about this. And then you talk about first round pick could be between 23rd, 24th, to 32. It's not good enough for them to get Alexis Lafrenière and return Frenchy. The New York Rangers will say no to you. And I think Lafrenière is getting better and better and better for what the New York Rangers are looking for. They will say no to you. But this is the kind of players I would definitely look for about that for sure. I had a conversation last night, and you know, Friday night, guys, I had no template. I apologize, guys. I'm switching left and right. I can talk about cheese. I can talk about barbecue. I don't care. It's Friday fun night. So we just go left and right. And hopefully you enjoy right now with a, you know, I take my water, but maybe you have something better at my water. I love to have some kind of question on my pool every day. because the open conversation. I try to answer many times, but sometimes life is too complicated. Anyhow, a guy yesterday put on the living room and the comments, and I would like you guys comment about this. At the beginning, I said no to him, and then he bring me some other point. Then I said, yeah, maybe, but and I think Montreal is not set up yet for that. But he was talking about what it would take for Montreal Canadiens to get Bo Jenner of the Columbus Blue Jacket. And I said, why Jenner? But guys, Jenner is 30 years old, and he said he's a little bit better at Monahan overall. The Arizona take the score 2-1 now. Anyhow, my point to you is, would you like to get Dylan Gwonder? I love this kid. Would you like to make a trade for Dylan for Bo Jenner? 30 years old, but he can run a contract, guys, only at $3.7 million for the next 2 years after this year. Captain, leader is called 25 goal, 25 goal per year. Never crossed the 50 point. It reminds a lot of Josh Anderson, but I think he bring more. He's a great players, but are we ready yet to get a kind of player like this right now? He's not going to be a UFA the next 3 years anyway. He's 30 years old, but I don't know what would be the cost to get Jenner. And then at the end, I said, maybe it could add a guy, but not. It would put him on the first line. I don't see Jenner on the first line, but that's the kind of player Montreal maybe could looking around at some point to add a Montreal Canadiens. So I would like to know if you would like to get Bo Jenner with a Montreal Canadiens. Again, the cost, I have no clue about that. It was just a conversation last night on my channel. At trick for Jared Davidson. Here we go. Love it. 4-2. I think Slafkovsky is already developing as a Renton Thompson pick player right now, but I feel he's kind of becoming just own physical center put point. Yeah, possible for you about this. So he played a 90-minute last game night, getting like a 20-minute instead of the 30-minute he has last year as improvement. So if Byfield is associated number 2, then Slafkovsky become a legit number 1. Could be that way about that, Patrick. Quitting and on top the wise. Here we go. William Slafkovsky is psychologically stronger than Byfield, and I think his situational awareness is going to be better, but Phil could end up being physical better. Possible there. I agree with you about that, William. I have a question for everyone. Why do the people hate Madison so much? We went from 18-minute second line two-way defenseman at 25-minute power play quarterback and put up out of the point. Because Montreal Canadiens fans are always looking more the negative stuff at the positive stuff. That's simple. The fans will always remember the mistake over the great play. That's the nature of the Montreal Canadiens fans. Right or wrong? It's not me going to tell you that. But that's the reality behind that for you. Right? He played 26 minutes last game, right? Montreal lost 7-4, is -3. Yeah, 1 assist yesterday. He's about 50 points right now for the season. But the power play is doing better and better, but he does not pass enough pass. Now the complaining at BMB yesterday radio station or at the RDS, he was complaining Madison does not pass enough the pass to Slafkovsky. But the power play score, but it's not good enough. We are right now 4% better power play this year compared to last year, but Madison does not pass to Slafkovsky. That's the problem. So you have no perfect in Montreal. Whatever the guy bring, 26 minutes, the guy play a lot of minutes. The guy is constantly every game. But we judge always a player by his mistake. That's all. That's sad to say that. That's why it's hard to play Montreal. That's why many players cannot perform Montreal. Jonathan Drouin is one of them. I can go many others. It's not for everyone because the fans are demanding and the fans does not forgive. But if you score the overtime goal, they're going to stand up, giving you a standing ovation. Battle round, I don't know. You're the judge. It's not me. But for me, I think many things. Madison, he bring more quality minute, hockey minute, great hockey compared to the mistake he does. That's normal. Watch Drew Doughty, right? Watch Drew Doughty play a lot of minutes, but he make mistake too. That's who they are. Hopefully, the Senator can beat the Hawks tomorrow, Luciano. That would be bad, right? Juraj start with a hat trick tonight. Tough one, Luciano. Bello is back. You're welcome, Frankie. Firewater, Vodka. Here we go. Zeph, 2-1 the Kane. I think you can expect Montreal to be a third-party team and some trade to absorb some contract and acquire asset in return. But Montreal did it last year, right? I believe they got a 4-1 pick or a second-1 pick for Nick Bonino trade last year from San Jose to the Pittsburgh Penguins. Montreal have only one more contract to retaining. So they retain the money of the player they're going to trade, or they retain the money of a team and make a trade as a third party. So you're absolutely right about that. Arizona guys all over the Carolina Hurricane at the end of the period. Patrick, I don't like Madison because he's an error prone a lot. He's been handled way too many minutes for his skill set. Is not that much of a good point man on the power play either. If you put Madison on the market, not that many teams will knock the door for a reason. Madison is not the type of the steady poised defenseman team are looking for. I'll be disagree with you about this, Patrick, again. Why? Because he have only a $4.8 million. $4.8 million. Now, if you think about this, Patrick, let's go check Brandon Montour with the Florida Panthers. He's exactly what Montour is with the Florida Panthers and is Mike Madison. Montour play on the second pairing. Montour right now play on the second pairing on unit number 2. Play about 22 minutes. Is going to be a great asset. And then Madison at $4.8 million. Many teams would love to have a Mike Madison and his team carry on the puck, move the puck quickly, become better defenseman today like he was 2 years ago with the Pittsburgh Penguins, and that will helping them. That's the reason I would say to you I disagree with you about Madison. We have another contract we have can absorb as he can use making another three-party trade to shed some big contract. Anderson, Armia Gallagher out on asset. It's funny, guy. I don't see that. I don't see that. You said the Rock is coming back tonight. John, it's been easy to forget Sagasi is 19, even when he was not producing. At least something goes very wrong. He's be an absolute star to many years to come. Canada go be Bono, welcome in the house. Gérard Dalim Coucher, here we go already. The Ranger Blake Weller, guys, unfortunately for him, the season is over for Blake Weller. Very bad injury against Montreal Canadiens yesterday. Jenner. Well, the Blue Jacket are a bottom team. They would sell them, but he's a captain. I would imagine it would cost probably the Jet first prospect. Great point about that. Jenner, like you said, he's a captain over there. Look, he never scored like a lot of ton of points, but he had an average of 20, 24 goals per year the last couple of years. I think I like his grit, his leadership. He's the guy, the player you're going to have to like on your team for sure. For that. Marco Larrabee back in the house. Davidson have an interview today and said Jenner is going to nowhere. He does not want to be traded from Columbus. There we go. Again, it was just a conversation we got last night about this. RDP is in the house. I'm getting Gary. I was surprised to see add power play now 18, who is the worst first power play defenseman to Madison and NHL. Patrick. Aaron Ekblad is one of them. Sean Dorsey, another one of them. Vlasic for San Jose, another one of them. That's number 3. Let me check. I have to think a little bit more to get the players right there. Usually, the defensemen in NHL, the defensemen of each best team have a great defenseman, right? So you're not going to find like 20 of them, but you're going to get a couple of them where they don't have a lot. In my opinion, they don't have a lot of big difference between Josh Morrissey and Mike Madison. I would take Mike Madison over Morgan Riley anytime. I don't see Morgan Riley better. Mike Madison, in my opinion. Do you prefer Thomas Chabot or do you prefer Mike Madison? I have no problem to go with Mike Madison over Thomas Chabot. 2 minutes, Madison. Take a few minutes of him. How to ask more from Madison. 10 overall and the defensive scoring. One Slafkovsky is the best on the team. Madison better pass him to puck on it won't be with Habs. Luciano, the Rock will appear. Here we go. Does the Madison also lead the nation power play goal? I have to look about this. I'm not sure right away for that. The shot is one for me. I would agree it's better than some other, but I'm not trying to turn this journal. Yep, Marco is tied for the second and the first 7 power play goal, I believe. Lemieux got Zubov trade because he will never shoot the puck. Zubov had a great career, by the way. Hey, too, welcome in the house. Patrick, you would take Monteau because it's physicality, right? A physicality of the game. But Monteau play behind Ekblad. I think people also don't realize that the per play improvement. Our first unit, I think you have a better second unit, will add a top 20 power play. Or that when does it come back, we have better option. Second unit power play. You're underestimating the work on New Hook does as a bumper lately has been terrific for John. For that, New Hook is answer arrow of the point lately. Madison has been great, but it will still trade him at the draft. He need to be part of the package for skill up front. For that, I disagree with you, Marco. We don't have any players, guys, and organization Montreal Canadiens to play like Mike Madison. Not Jekai, not Coley, nobody can play what Mike Madison does. No one. Put Madison out. Who moved the puck for the Montreal Canadiens? Don't tell me Mayu. Don't tell me Rebecca. Don't tell me Lane Hudson. Don't tell me Adam Ekstrom. Because all of them are going to be a good player in NHL for the next 2 years. For the next 2 years, you're going to sacrifice your top defenseman you have right now. And how are you going to get a better year to have Jekai and Cooley and Strobel on your left? Who's going to carry on the puck? Who's going to be your power play for defenseman if you remove Madison? We don't have. We don't have. We don't have anybody. It's like you try to improve an area, but you're going to get worse on the other area. I will say to you, if you trade Montembeault tonight, do you feel more comfortable with Jake Allen and with Kaden Primo next season? But you're going to get a top 9 forward to improve your forward. I don't think so. So you cannot trade Mike Madison. Because you trade Mike Madison, you have nobody there. You said Kaden Coley. Yeah, Kaden Coley, he could be out next week with injury. He was out last night again. He has to go back to the locker room. The guy is not a full recovery. The guy cannot carry on the puck like Mike Madison. Whatever we don't like Mike Madison is defensive, but you have to live with that part right now with the Montreal Canadiens. He's a transition of the team at 25 minutes per game. Whatever you don't like it. Blazik is a healthy scratch, Patrick. Chabot, 50th time, what better? $8.5 million, Chabot. Patrick? All right. 16 points this year, 2 goals, 28 games for Shabbat. All right? 68 games before that, 59 games before that, 49 games before that, 71 games before that, 70 games before that, 63 games before that. This is what Shabbat did. Shabbat had 1 year of 55 points at 21 years old. Send that, Patrick, 39, 31, 38, 41 last year. How many points Madison has last year? Patrick, let's see Madison last year, guys. Mike Madison last year. 40 points at 54 games. Shabbat at 41 points and 61 games. $4.8 million versus $9 million. You prefer Shabbat? Perfect. Hopefully you're going to enjoy his contract with Shabbat. Give a blood before Madison 55 about that. Ekblad, here we go. You want to know Ekblad? All right, let's go back. Ekblad. All right. Ekblad. Patrick. Ekblad. 3 goals and 37 games. 14 points and 37 games for Ekblad. He played 22 minutes per game, right? Ekblad, 37 games this year and 54 games. 71 games, 61 games, 35 games, 67 games, 82 games at 22. For the last 6 years in NHL, he cannot play a great year. He had 14 points this year, 38 last year, 57 one great year, 22 after that, at 41. Ekblad carrying a $7.5 million on salary cap. It's not the best defenseman number one you can get at that kind of money when you cannot produce 50 points per year. That's what happening about that. Perfect, but still a lot of game. Shabbat is at $9 million. Here we go. Madison is a second pairing and a leftover second power play defenseman. I agree with you about that. I think when Lane Hudson become NHL ready and become ready to be number one, then we should be sell Madison. That may well keep him. Madison is not a part of the version trade him until he has value. Marcy better que Madison. Madison is more reliable with a little less to high mistake. I'll make when we are tired. Give some of the attire to younger defensemen to develop. Yesterday, I said Juraj Slafkovsky play with Dak next year. Some said impossible. What is your feeling about that? I don't see that, Frenchy. I think right now, I think the chemistry is building between Suzuki and Caulfield. I think they complete together. You have a great playmaker, you have a driver, and you have a chaser of the puck, and you have a sniper. Put this all together, it will fit very well. Doc, I think it does not play the same level, the same way like Suzuki, and I think that would be better that he have his own winger, and the first is Slafkovsky. I don't see that number one. I see more Suzuki number one than that number two. Now, when I said that, it's not said it's going to be a bad hockey player. It will just make the team better, more balance, to have a second good line. The problem on Toronto Canadiens have no second winger. That's all. We don't have any one of them. It's not Alex Newhook. It's not Josh Anderson. We don't have any one of them. And it's not Joshua Roy. We don't have any one of them yet. I don't know how we're going to build that. I don't know if it'll be that draft this year. But right now, they don't have a top 6 winger with the Montreal Canadiens. And the prospect, people say Philippe Mazar. I don't see that yet. So the time Frenchy, it would get that one. Madison is not a top 100 defenseman in NHL. I disagree with you about that. Yeah. You get worse next season, but confident pipeline or young defensemen will get there. But our only move Madison is reported deal for edit forward. We need Shabbat has benefit from the Canadian healthcare system. Zeph offer can use a Shabbat for Madison, and you will have your answer. And we said we said no. Ken so said no. Thomas Shabbat at $9 million. Is going to be your highest players on your hockey team. Look his productivity on the ice. I would never have Thomas Chabot on my team. Me. The only as far as defenseman in NHL, if it's not Thomas Nash. 30 team, how many of those teams is Madison top 3 on those teams is not in the top 1 of the defensemen in NHL? 26. I disagree with you about that and 26. Mike Madison guy is a number 11 on the stat with 40 points. Ronek, Dallin, Riley, Fox, Bouchard, Uzi, Edmund, Thompson, Mekar, and Hughes. And you tell me right now he's not on the top 100, all right? He's number 11 with 40 points. On number the goal is 23. Tied with Noah Thompson, Kadri Miller, Jake Sanderson, Ramus Anderson, and I can go all the way. I have about 20 players with 7 goals for Madison. Madison is a 5th defenseman in the NHL, played 25 minutes and 23 TOI in NHL. Madison is number 4 with the most goal on power play goal. He have no slap shot, like you said, Patrick, but he have 5 goals. He is number 4, tie in NHL. Mike Madison is 7 on power play point this year in NHL with 21. But he's not good. He's not good. He's not good. He's not good. You want Bobby Orr. That's what the problem in Montreal. That's why. This is exactly that. The guy dominate on every category, is top 10 in NHL, and now we told us he's not a top 100 NHL defenseman. You guys, you prefer Thomas Chabot or Mike Madison? Carrying a $9 million. Mike Madison is a top categories, and many of them top 10. He can run a contract of $4.8 million. The player in front of him, look the contract and look the age, right? Yeah, only 3 young defensemen. Quinn Hughes can put maybe Kel McCarr, Evan Bouchard, and Noah Thompson. He is in front of defensemen like Roman Uzi, Morgan Riley, Ramus Dallin, Brent Burns, and I can go all the way like that. But he's not good enough in Montreal. He's a very bad defenseman. We should trade him, and then we should let Jacky play more minute and play Strobel more minute. And that's the reason I said to you guys. Montreal, many players does not want to come here because the fans does not recognize. Look, the guy is at the top 20 on every team. It's not good enough. He's a bad player. He's not good enough. He should not be power play. I know. I just tell the facts of the number. The opinion of someone, it's okay. But you have to go with the facts. Go get the fact number. I can say for me, Carey Price is not a goaltender top and in the NHL history for the top 100. I can say that. That's an opinion. It's a judgment on my personality, who I am. But the facts tell me, wait a minute, you're not right. I give you the facts right now. That's what I was said. Mark D699, when you talk in the chat, the facts. Bring me the facts. Give me stats. The stats tell you right now about Mike Madison. I don't invite them. Go NHL.com stat/skater/report/preseason/season for defensemen. Season 2023-2024 link. Salut, coach. Who are we trading today? Mike Madison, look today. Right now, coach point, if you trade Madison, the Habs won't finish bottom 7. Next, they will finish at bottom 5. Yeah, something I think Patrick is rest at Renault. And then so Chicago Columbus and more for you. Yeah, Chicago is another one about that. Madison kept it, his position, make him ever more valuable. Marco, about that, great. Chabot has been available all year. No taker. Why? $9 million. Also don't understand why fans feet need to sell so much on the defense prospect are the best right now. And our goaltender with Montembeault Fowler is also bright. Also have a great forward already. They just need time and they would be very good. Caulfield, Sin, and it goes for us. It's a center. So it's skill power number 1. For you, add a surplus of the left and need to convert surplus to top 6 winger. I've always rushed at the player. Look, he's now Mayu. Mayu will spend all season with about this is no rush. Great point. Wish we could fast forward to the draft. Look at Watson. Add forward prospect, Armand, middle, back, career result, top 9. They play NHL. Madison has great cap value, but not sure what other team will make a room for Hudson. He's played the same kind of game like Madison. Tough call. Marco, I agree, but I think, again, that will happen in the future. I try to pick up everything else before we move on to the next thing. I would like to, guys, it was Friday night. I was going to talk about the Jeff Gordon rumor. Guys, I'm going to open up for 5 minutes, then we'll go to the code because we don't have prediction of the tonight, so I'm going to move on. Jeff Gordon is named rumor with the Columbus Blue Jacket. I'll be shocked this happening. I don't see him to move to Columbus, but you never know, right? Maybe his motivation or is maybe inspired to come back as general manager. It's rare you have an open job. You have only 32 jobs as a GM. When you have an opportunity, maybe you have to go there. But the rumor of Jeff Gordon associated with that is because John Davidson, the president of the team, works together in New York Rangers. I don't know if Jeff Molson is going to let him go, but this is a rumor we heard behind the door. The goalie situation for me is a little bit alarming. 7 goals, Jake Allen, not looking good. Samuel Montembeault, 7 goals yesterday, not looking good. And then also, Samuel Montembeault gave 8 goals a couple of weeks ago when I think Tampa Bay scored 9 goals, not looking good. Up and down consistency, that's what we're looking for, Montembeault. We are a little bit concerned about that. The first line, guy, we're going to talk about this Sunday night, the first line. But I want to finish this, guys, with that one before we know. I was right to select Savzilla. We won't talk about this another time. I want to go on the code. I want to finish this with Martin Saint-Louis, management of the game. And for me, it is a part of the development like the other players they have Montreal Canadiens. Martin Saint-Louis have a few experience behind the bench at that level. I think for me, Martin Saint-Louis needs to develop a better management of the game. When I would said that to you, and again, let's not blame him. I think as a fans together, we can talk about this a little bit. Martin Saint-Louis, in my opinion, sometimes he struggled to adjust with the game. He always said the game talked to him. But sometimes the game talked to him. He need also talk back to the game. When I said that, if you see a player like Newhook, Armia, and Roy, that's not looking good together. Doesn't have a good first period. Why not to modify line? Why not to bring Gallagher? I just mentioned you can bring anybody else, right? You have only one line to work right now. Why not to use the three other lines to modify some, to make some modification with what the game talked to you? That's my point behind that. Second thing, guys, you have 4 goals in 4 minutes, right? After 2 goals back to back, or after the third goal, you have to take a break here. You need to call a timeout. Yes, it's easy to talk that way after the game, but I'm not talking about only that. He did it a couple of weeks ago. I think it was against the Tampa Bay Lightning. It was maybe a little bit too late. I think sometimes a great timeout at the right time is a good play. It's a bit like a fight in hockey when you want to turn over. Like Johnson, he tried to do this with Jacky, and I think Patrick said that it was not a good timing for Jacky to make a fight. He was right about that. Now, I don't blame Jacky. But for me, Martin Saint-Louis need to develop a better strategist about his timeout to use it properly at the right way. You know, at the end of the game, you're losing 2-1. You want to go set up a play. Guys, they play HD game. You don't know what to do at 6 versus 5 at the end of the game. We need to remind you that. Come on. You know what to do. Put the freaking puck in the net and we tie the game. I don't care if you have an X and O on the ice. I just want you guys step up, right, and tie the game. I don't care how you do it. I just want you to put the puck in the net. That's simple. You have no whiteboard right now. You have no time for timeout. So go back on the ice and go freaking tie the game with 21,000 people. Fans went out for you. Let's go. That will be my motivation talk for that. Anyhow, so the timeout at the right time. And finally, guys, remove the goaltender better. It's not good to let a goaltender at 6, 7, 8 goal as a hockey player, as a goalie. This is, I don't want to blame him. He was said, look, why I will go to remove Montembeault yesterday. One, I left Jake Allen all night long over there. He did remove Montembeault when he put Primo, the last goal at the game, after 8. My point is about management. That's it, that's all for Martin Saint-Louis. And that's maybe what I would say to you. Again, I'm not complaining. I just mentioned a little bit different things about Martin Saint-Louis. He's still in the process to develop to become a better not a goaltender, but a better coach about that. So, look, you can see how about the solution for part of the problem. Madison is a defenseman, is an average defensively. Offensive stats are overrated. Some need to get point on the cup considering he's not top 4. So, if I follow you at 26, right? All the point of McDavid, it's not good. Right? He's a bit overrated, McDavid, because they never won the Stanley Cup. The point he did are not overrated. He did it. You focus on the defensive, only on his defensive goal. Go watch Drew Doughty. Take a time this weekend, 26, go watch Drew Doughty and come back to me and tell me the salary of Drew Doughty he does per year versus Mike Madison at 4.8. And let me know which one you're going to take. Come with a plus. Like Patrick, he prefer a Thomas Chabot at $9 million over Mike Madison. I said no. I would take Mike Madison over Thomas Chabot. I would take Mike Madison over Morgan Riley at $7.5 million. Similar player. Look the point of Riley. You're going to tell me Morgan Riley is better defensively? He hit more? No. Maybe you guys, you put Mike Madison only on the second pairing. But Morgan Riley played on the first pairing with Toronto. So you're telling me Morgan Riley will play on the second pairing and with a better team? When I get Crosby type or second line, too expensive too. I don't think we will get that about this. I'm ready to hear that. Don't compare Madison to Ozzy. It's insulting to Ozzy. I never said that. Pay attention, 2 and 26. Don't say things I never said, right? You can be disagree with me. I can be disagree with you, but don't say things I never said. If you give a player 25 minutes and one midfielder on every single power play, especially if he play on the reckless defensively, for sure, it will put point on the board. Just a simple rule at the time. So, all right, Patrick, Zeb Jones, all right? Go get the set of Zeb Jones, Patrick. Take a time right now. Go get the stat of Zeb Jones. Go there. Go the salary cap of Zeb Jones. Point per minute, then coach, this is a number. Coach, what is the most controversial opinion from the app fans from your view? Well, Mike Madison right now is one of them. Secondly, it would be Albert Jacquet. People see him as a top 4 defenseman in the NHL, or top 4 defenseman in any team. That's number 2 over there. Before that was Slafkovsky. Now Slafkovsky, they come down about that one over there. And then trade Jake Allen and the Gallagher contract, Josh Anderson performance, all of them. But again, I will say to you right now, it's Mike Madison. You good defenseman. At least he also has worse offense than the Madison. True is Madison played way too much, but he's a valuable guy to have around them as a rebuild of the tank long term. Madison, in front of Zed John, do I really need to argue about that? Now, what I said to you, I will not take Zed John at $9 million. You have to consider, Patrick, the money he got about that. I will not build my team with Zeb Jones at $9 million with the Montreal Canadiens. I will not take Thomas Chabot with $9 million for the Montreal Canadiens. That's what I'm talking about. I know who they are. I know what they bring on the table. But also, you have to consider the contract come with. That's the point behind that. Going for our first A2. Oh, I see that. I cannot see going to Columbus. No, wait, believe Columbus may be good wing against. Michel got traded to the Rangers for the Nordic. Will not be the first time. Is not leaving Patrick Roy for Columbus GM. Yeah, you got some point taker from Marco. Gordon cannot take a listen job on that one. Montembeault at 2 of tonight against some of the best team in the league as a guy who is only just salary for his starter. No concern for me for 2. I see Martin Zoe as the coach, not a true coach and the senator for the Wood, but I like Adam Nicola to help her become professional. He has not willing to take a lesson job. Listen to my words. Daryl OK Tyler, Avior Faster, and it was local. I screamed at my TV. That pick was clueless. If Gordon went to Columbus at 26 job, then Molson need to first him leave. Keeping Gordon is not one to be with the Montreal would be a mistake. Yeah, great point about that. And 26 will leave before Evan getting close to the achieve his goal in Montreal. So the Providence team, absolutely no sense. Tell them, coach, A2. Montreal 0-4-3 final PW HL Luc Lafortune. Here we go. I could see Chris Clark at the Cleveland Monsters stepping as his own GM. William has been brought along with the organization for years, growing with it. Not a bad thing. Dave, that early this May something is very wrong in Montreal, Patrick. It's about opportunity, Patrick, right? So I can understand your point of view, Patrick, but I don't see that. Partizan game management has been better, but still room to improve. I mentioned yesterday how he said Rangers defensive pressure is a winger. Tried to chip up out, so he had his make a pass in the middle. Great point about that, Marco. You're absolutely right. They was completely shut down the board Marco. Great observation. Ask Mario Tremblay and Mario and University Scorpion Arena. I hope you enjoy the Rocket and something compared to Dowdy to Madison. Ouch. When I said that, Dowdy, look the play of Dowdy right now. And look the play of Madison. I understand Dowdy have a better career. But right now, go watch the Los Kings. Look Drew Doughty. Look his turnover. Look his defensive zone coverage. All right? And you're going to realize Mike Madison does a good job also, like Drew Doughty. You're going to see that. Look the money he make with that. Coach, I prefer an LT Thomas Chabot over Madison. He is not healthy. He can run a $9 million. He cannot make 40 points per year. Patrick, everybody don't want to keep Doc with the Montreal Canadiens. Are you going to keep Sean, not Doc, but Monahan? You want to keep Sean Monahan for $7 million per year? He cannot play a full year? That's the point. Look, Ben left USP insult and abuse. Doughty as a frame, not Madison. I agree with you about this. Look, I agree with you about this. Definitely about that. Drew Doughty, $11 million per year. 34 years old. He still had 4 more years of his contract. Would you like to have Drew Doughty on your team right now? That's my point. This is what I'm talking about. I know the players. I know what he accomplished in NHL. I know he won the Stanley Cup. But $11 million, that's the same story like Erik Karlsson. You have 11 goals. But how many points he has? 27 points. You have only 16 assists. So he has right now $1 million per goal this year in NHL. Patrick talk about the value per minute. I give you the minute of that part over there. You have about approximately almost $400,000 per point in NHL, Drew Doughty. 34 years old. And you guys, you said that would be great for Montreal to get Drew Doughty. Maybe you'll listen more after I mentioned one from trade Jim. You really want to compare Madison with Zeb James. These players are not on the same planet. Sorry. All right. Zed Jones. All right. Patrick. Zed Jones. All right. Let's see, guys, the stat of Chicago Blackhawks, Zed Jones. First of all, Patrick, he has a contract at $9.5 million until 29-30. Right? He's 30 years old, 29 years old. All right? So now you're telling me Zed Jones, right? Zed Jones last year, 37 points, minus 38, and 72 games. Madison have more points and 51 games. Jones, before that, right? 51 points is highest number. He had one more year with Columbus in 2017. 57 points. I don't say Madison is better. What I said is Mike Madison, the play he does with the Montreal Canadiens is valuable, more valuable at Zed Jones with the Montreal Canadiens at $9.5 million. You're going to have that contract until he's going to be 35 years old for the next 6 years. This is what I'm talking about. I know my hockey to know who is good, who is bad. But the value of the contract, the age of the contract, and the performance of the contract For me, Mike Madison is more valuable than many other defensemen in NHL right now with the Montreal Canadiens because he can run only $4.8 million. I can survive with the mistake all day long. Carolina, welcome to the house. Thanks about that. For that, keyword with Madison, the value is bringing on this cap. It are the beat in NHL right now. That's my point behind that. About that. No, invite me on the scratch him. Aggressive, understand the one I cap it, but at one point, if you want to take a step up, this is a price to play. About that. 3-1 Carolina, I'm sure the Senator regret giving Shabbat the big contract. That he can be much better in the locker room, Luciano. Anyone, Madison is better to Shabbat a daddy without a salary, Frenchy. Madison is a good Dollarama. Dollar store defenseman, agree. Patrick's name, you did that. Guys, I can go all the way with your chat, but I want to finish this at 10:33. I get a little bit more over what I expect to do tonight. Gad. One thing about the code, many of you come here about that for the code, and I want to share it with you for that. And we'll see what we can do for each one of you about the code. I described many code here. I want to hear your comments about that. You maybe add more code, but the first code of the night is settled down around those empty net. So they have a code in NHL because Riley Craig did a slap shot in the net. That created a big controversy in NHL. My point of view, do you think they have properly the right way to put the puck in the net? Slow, wrist shot, puck cannot go on the hair. You cannot, the team to be upset. But they look like you have a code in NHL. You cannot do a slap shot to put the puck in the net without a repercussion about other team. So they have a code in NHL called settle down around those empty net. On the top 10, on the ranking of 1 to 10, 1 is I don't have no problem with that. 10, it would be a big problem for me. I would say to you guys, I'm 5 about that. Yes, it will hurt, but I understand we are in 2024, 2023, 2024, and I can survive with the entertaining of that. I don't think so it was a premature or it was like, it's a young players did it, and it was not a veteran player did it. For me, that's the reason I give only 5. I don't like the reaction of Riley about that. I don't like the way he did that. But this is happening. For that suspension, look at Da Vinci Code. Riley Craig thing was first time I heard about that rule and the code about that, Marco. So this is one of them where I don't know. They have a specific way to score a goal in empty net. Is it because you have nobody in front of him and you decide to do a slap shot? Put the Toronto Maple Leaf players, fans, everybody upset about that? I don't know. They have a code in NHL, so you cannot do that. It look like it's happening. Kenny Miller or Madison, Kenny Miller only has 20 points about that. The code vestimentaire look, because more players don't do that, Marco, Patrick, we are moving on. That's crazy, Leon, Renault. We are past that for that. Here we go. We have a couple of comments right there for this. Cadre is like a risk abnation. Anyhow, I don't want to get there, guys. I want to send the code right now. So this is what happening in NHL. He got 5-game suspension. In my opinion, I would be upset as a coach, but I would say keep your emotion, and it's no matter. You should never score an empty net if my own player play better tonight. So my mind will be switching right away after that. But I will love my player react on the ice and go talk to Greg about that. I will love that, but keep your emotion, controlling your emotion. Don't try to get suspended. Don't try, all right? Pass him a massage. We're going to go back in locker room. we're going to reset tomorrow the practice. And we're going to put on the schedule calendar a check mark beside that next game we're going to play again at Ottawa Senator. Now that night, we can pay back, right? But that's what will be my reaction. That's why I feel like the coach would be different about that. He's happy with that attention. Hook, to leave all stress out for losing and Raleigh snap. Or do what we want or whatever. Raleigh Craig is amazing. Habs Nation for me. Antoinette 210 for Code Outrage rating. Act like you have been there before as a rookie. Be humble. Leave Albin abuse and insult any live and know that about that one there. I don't know if I can put this. I'll go put this on the bottom here. On that one. Marco, I don't think it's necessary. I think it's more about not showboating or putting salt on the wall. The type of thing. It certainly did not warrant cross-check on the head for John. The other people don't mind. Does not matter what team it was done. To me, it was disrespect for the game for Luciano. Walk the walk, talk the talk, the code admonition. Sportsmanship for John. Ask why Greg left felt he could do it because it's Toronto, he can do it. It was Boston, Florida, look out. I think it was more spontaneous for me, but we'll see. Don't forget, guys, to click on the right. If you don't mind, that'd be great. I'll ask Greg about that. I think some people would really hate this opinion, but I think what he did was not a good respect move to the league, but we need more of that in every game. I personally love the chaos of those games. If the Golden Rule or do the Oilers. Nicholas, welcome to the house. It's about respecting your opponent. We need more spirit for the game to help them. Be bad, Greg. It did not be so then. I read this partnership with brother. The only thing player respect is money. We need more spirit. The other thing you can talk, guys, number 2. No showing up the other team when the game is decided. So, you know, like I said, last game, guy, was 5-0. Montreal Canadiens. You have about 7 minutes to go remaining of the game. Maybe less. I'm not sure. And I said, Martin St-Louis should use his power play number 2 and not power play number 1. He did not. He did not. He go back with power play number 1. Point behind that, guys, is about, do you believe or do you think a team lead by 7 goals, 5 goals, all right, should be sure to not show to other team when the game is decided? And the house, Pierre Martin, welcome back. That's awesome, Pierre. Congratulations. Like Dallas last night. A great point about that, Luciano. Great point about that, Luciano, about that. Marco was scanning to celebrate his goal. It got cross-checking. Even if he was getting a penalty, he would have still got a cross-check, but I get it. That game was in Detroit, and the Cup was not that friendly towards Canadiens about that for William. Morgan really won and played to Daphne, but well, no, he picked his man there. What was the code? One galley elbow. It depends on the third period. I would say to you more at the third period. So the game is already decided. It's 9-1, right? Whatever is second period, it's 9-1. It's like, you know, people scream, we won 10. We won 10, right? And then the fans create this, but the player, do you think they want 10 for the fans for entertaining? Or you prefer to say, you know what? We just we want prefer better players. But like under you travel, right? I would play with a lower team. I know I'm going to beat them 7-8-0. But I would tell my team after second period, I would say, look, calm down, everything like that. All right. I don't want you to break away, pass everybody, score a goal. I want to be sure you pass the puck. And then I would play my fourth line or my third line more on my second line. I would tell my first two lines, say, look, guys, sometime you play a lot of minutes. Now it's time to you guys sit down. And they understand that. So I do this for the respect of the game. And I know it's a youth travel, but still, I know NHL is different. But I feel like you don't have to push more when you already, to know the game. It's about the respect of the game. For that, coach, I think maybe a reason to put Montreal on the reps to get reps, also late or not on the save as used to be. But the reason I would say that to you, Marco, you have 5 minutes to go, right? I will not do that. With Marco, I'm just looking at the Adams game when we are 4-0. Then when you're up by one, like 10 minutes to go, I'm also come back. It's a professional sport. Exactly, Pierre. Roger Colette, welcome in the house. Roger, we miss you, buddy. Exactly, respect to the game. Number 3, guys. Don't get too fancy. Evan is a close game. When I'm talking that way, guys, too fancy and even close game. So try to get some kind of Michigan gold or try to go a little bit more at the next push a little bit more because you try to impressive or try to ridiculize everything like that. Even close. It's a bit similar to number 2, but this is a conversation they have. For me, this is only 1 in 10, honestly. But also, the only reason I want to do it, number 2, is because I don't want to motivate the opposition. Been a good winner is last John. You can play all your worst players. The other team is really bad. Just Jakai and net code. Why not to put your second, third goalie one ahead, Roger Colette? What's up? A skill like Zegras can go for it. Why not? I don't like it, Marco. 30 shot as this is a fair game. Can Lightning pay back? Should be a bitch. Clay one only. Look, cannot make the soft flake feel bad. It cried Toronto. Number 4. On that one, we have 10 guys. Number 4, I have 2 number 4. So I'm going to remove Roger here. Number 4 guy, I have 2. 4A, 4B. A big hit. Evan clean one. Right? A body, a boarding. Hit from behind, maybe a elbow to the head, right? Even a clean one, called for an immediately a fight. So we're going to have another player step up. Even a penalty minor. Now, you could see another player running after the other players. It's happening constantly now in NHL. Before that, it was in the past. I don't want to call them the goon, but the enforcer was to fix the problem between all of them. Now it's not a matter. Someone get hit from behind, boom. You have another player going to step up and then try to hit the player again and then try to get the fight. So that's the reason behind that one over there. I really dislike number 3. That's make no sense. The grass make goal by using his skill to make a super mind-blowing play that would make the game more excited. Habs Nation against the grass skill. The guy has 7 point, Luciano. You can play with honor, but also be an initiator is a provide tactical advantage. And that is a school teacher. What do you expect? No, be good kids. I don't like number 4 for you. 4, okay, that's one I get. It's about health and safety. For that. My friend is not a good one for sure. Well, that's the point, Marco. Do you feel, Marco, the rule, apply the rule, and you don't have to running after the players. Yes, Nicholas, we don't need to fight after every penalty. The trouble hit last night is an example where there should be a fight, but a classic 2 minute boarding should not be making a fight. Hurricane 3, Arizona 1. Carolina 3 and Arizona 1. Again, if Greg did the same thing against Columbus, no one will care if the Leaf fans and media making a big deal about nothing. Now, at some point, you are right about that because media in Toronto is 10 times bigger, right? Secondly, it was a Saturday night game. That would be extravagant everything. You're right about that. But if Werenski for Columbus Blue Jacket does the same thing, we're not going to get that level of controversy, right? But it will apply. They will talk about this because Greg make a slap shot and the net, an empty net. Does it make sense? But you're right because it was in Toronto, because it's Toronto Maple Leaf against Ottawa. It's bigger. Completely agree with you about that. No need to fight after a big hit. Part of the hockey are less done with the international direct result ejecting third man in. I never understood blood Monday with the Avalanche men. Just keep building. You play flag hockey. Look la fortune. About that, I'm not done, guys. I have 5 more to you before we move on for my night, the prediction of the game. No calling for illegal stick measurement. The last one, is it Martin McSorley? I don't think so, but many players play with cheating curve. But if a code in NHL never request that penalties. They don't want to take a chance. It's a little bit like the and the one I would say to you, the other one I would talk to you is about the offer sheet, right? For that. Nick Cousin got hammered into the board, but was well deserved. Most players recognize a good hit and no need to retort on that. And after the event, see if Strobel, for example, did not try to enjoy, still try to big in the nation should be scared of their team or they're doing that. But they do PR. Coach, did you ever tell your players to settle down in a high-scoring game or gave more ice time? Or is the line I did? I did this constantly about that. The only time I did not do it, I was coaching junior. And we play against a team. We don't like them. They don't like us. It's been like this for years. And I'll be honest with you, I want more. I want another one. I would tell my player I want another one. And they're laughing on me. But now I'm talking about bud head, 17 years old, 19 years old. Right? Those bud head play hockey junior. And this friend I'm coaching at 12 years old. I try to teach him at 12, 14 years old or a AAA team the respect of the game, right? I think it's my job to lead by example, right? To respect the game because I'm always constantly tell them about the respect. But my junior team, against specific team, I would say to you, put more, go more. But it was an exception. But I agree about that. We're cleaning up don't fight Robinson, but it was indeed an area. Lion, I agree with you. Sereners have a sick curve, won the score on the shutter skin. Remember, when he was young, the coach would call it a stick measurement on every player played with a Christian hockey stick. It was a no 2 minute. Carolina 4. Now, Bufflin hit a stone, no fight on Bufflin. Oversheet is a big coat, red abomination. About that one there. The next one, guys, number 6. Don't touch the conference championship trophy. Yes. It's happened a lot. Something don't want it. Something touch it. It's a curse, maybe. I don't know. I looked at stat. I think it was 55-45. The team touched it. The team does not touch it. But that's happening there. That's the way it should be. I should like number 5. God rule the coach number 5. About this rough stuff. You gotta jump on your teammate. Look about that for this one. Number 7, guys. Don't snow the goalie hater. So remember, like Cole Caulfield did it. Well, he did not want to do it, but he did it, but not purposely. But he got pushed in front of the net really quickly. The goaltender does not like it, and it's easy to do it, right? They hate it, and you want to start a scrum very quickly, guys. You just tell them one of my players just do it at the face-off at the in front of the net. They're just coming there and then smash someone, a goalie with snow. But Coach, what about the mixed stick measurement and add win over time? Yes, exactly what I was talking about that. For that, I didn't touch it, Willie, about this. 6 is a superstition more than anything, personal choice in our tap. Wait, what? They just a traditional superstition. Also agree with number 6. Even thought on my superstition, I think it's not really a trophy to touch. It's celebrate. I agree with you, Coach, on this one. Alan needs a goalie like Alan. For one, Randy about that. Randy, we have a Avalanche player hurt right now. Terevenen. But look okay. Well, not too bad. Number 7, don't snow the goalie. Don't snow the goalie in the face. I think it's respectful to do. You should not be rude to people who almost never cause anything and just play hockey. Number 8, you cannot fight if you are wearing a cage. So, in NHL, right? It's not happened a lot. But I would say to you guys, in NCAA or junior, I hate that. Right? They have a rules in junior, like if you are not 18 years old, you cannot wearing a half visor. You have to wearing a full cage. Could be an aquarium cage, or I call this an aquarium, right? The full windows, or you need a cage, right? And that almost eliminate the fight about that. Happening to what often, Willie Snyder, you're taking your life in their hands. See it, William McClary. Conference champion trophy is a supervision. That's all. Like, I don't want to present trophy if you don't need winning the Stanley Cup. Yeah, for puck in the face. I think it's respectful. Wonder if the yacht will take a prize for that. That they don't want. Can be excellent to don't run the goalie. Number 9. 2 more to go, guys. Do not, under any circumstance, step on the logo. So if you play hockey or if you coach hockey, right? When you reach the level junior, right? The locker room are better. You know, it's not great, but they are better, right? And you have your shell, you have your locker room, you have your locker, everything like that. And then the team put a logo straight in the middle of the carpet, right there. They have a rule, and the team said you cannot walk on the logo. If you do it, you're going to be a fine, $5, whatever it is, the fine. But you have a code in hockey: do not touch the logo. Someone told me last night, I was talking about this, and he said, "Look, they don't want me to walk on the logo in the locker room, but I skate all night long on the logo in the middle of the ice." I said, yeah, but it's not the same thing. But he is right. You don't want me to walk on the logo in the locker room, but I cannot skate. But I skate all night long on the logo of the team in the middle of the ice. So, but it's a code in hockey. If you coach, if you heard about that before, it's happening. It's running price a code. Thanks, color back, Luciano. 9 again is the person, but I agree with that. Nice version again, but understood. Me and other tab put almost the same comments for you. about that. Yeah, again, understand that won the Canadian woman a gold medal, I think, at the Winter Olympic, and won the U.S. Storm on the Canadian. A flag, I believe, William, about that one there. That's remember, like in football, is it Dallas? Is it Daryl Owens? I don't know. Someone put something on the logo, and Dallas was a big controversy about that. Finally, guys, number 10. There are no rules in front of the crease. It become really crazy in front of the crease. The plug, it's a little bit better. They create more rules, but still, plug cannot go there. They cannot touch the goalie. The puck is under the pad. You push the pad. It's not a good goal. It's a good goal. Review after review. But there are no rules in front of the crease. And, the style of Marchand, Gallagher, Avery, and you know what I'm talking about. But you have a code in NHL does not touch the goalie. And the crease behind remember, and the whole time, how many times player was rolling? You have no rules before that, and the coach was the goalie was out of the box of the crease at their own risk. So, or don't hit the goalie when he's play the puck. If you hit the goalie when he play the puck, when he's chasing the puck, the rest of the team is going to run after you. Daryl Owens, Patrick. I know my football, Patrick. Do you remember that in our tap? Just put the logo on the ceiling. This guy, this is the first of all, I never heard that. First of all, nobody told me put the logo on the ceiling. The locker room. I love it. I just love it. Like, that's a good one. For that one, for sure. That's a good one. Welcome to the chat, by the way. I played this role was Sean Weber and Sherwood for the alert about don't cross the red line during the warm up. This is one about this and that. But the reason I put this a little bit lower is because you cannot cross the red line. They are really suspicious. At the point when I was coaching junior, you have a rules. If you cross the red line, you get a 2 minute. And the linesman junior, they watch the warm up all the time. On cross, Pierre Martin, defend called don't touch the goalie. Probably the biggest rule. Maybe do that. Stop punching when the player is down on the ice. You punch a guy in the face and then you turn around and stab you in the knife. What you gonna say? That's not fair. You should have the punch never in the first place. About that one over there. This is guy the code area about this. You have about 20 more. I can go all the way. I took the superstition with the code, but that create that kind of hockey we are today. And I said on the first one said the game is evaluate right. The game now is more about the speed of the game, right? It's faster, less body check, but still it's hockey. So you still have a fight sometime. You're going to have boarding sometime. You have players going to jumping on someone. And you're going to have an empty net slap shot sometime. But at the end of the day, I only hope the rivalities is growing more in hockey. I think it would be fun to have rivalities more in hockey. But that's what we are today in 2024. And at that, and no turtle lane. So that's conclude, guys, the code of the night. I know I can go a little bit more deeper. I'll try to get a summarize of the 20 I read about that, and then sharing with you. And I think everybody contribute in the chat contribute on that one. for that in the chat. So it was a good one for everybody for sure. At the end of the show, like that, we go, guys. We do always the prediction of the week for the NHL game. Unfortunately, guys, I apologize. I did not do the result of last week, but I will definitely give you this Sunday night at the weekly recap with NRTAP the result of the week. But right now, we're going to do the prediction of tomorrow for the game. We do this for since the beginning of the season. Yamo lead right now the leaderboard in front of me and in our tap, and we have other people. And but I just want to share it with you. After that, we're going to do a Frenchy Quiz. So tomorrow we have 12 games on the program, and you can see the game there. So I would like you guys to give me your result of the prediction of the games on the time. I'm going to give you about 3 minutes to do this, and then we're going to move on to Frenchy Quiz. So you can talk in the chat if you want to. It's not a problem. And if I find a minute, that'll be good. But I don't see that the clock is right here. Here we go. Chat code, no words, X word. Here we go. Claude Lemieux, love shooting empty net before the game. Leon Renault, yeah. The Philadelphia Flyers, we can go all the way that way over there. Here we go. 12 games of the program tomorrow. I'm going to give you my result. Edmonton, Dallas. Interesting. Ottawa, Chicago. Detroit, Calgary. Minnesota, Buffalo. Big game, Nashville Blues, guys. Florida Panthers, Tampa Bay. Oh. Toronto Ducks. The Cesium Series. Not easy game, guys. Oh, we have a few people here. I did it. Ron and Nicolas. Thanks so much, you guys. You did it. Patrick, he does all the home games, so I know that, Patrick. One more minute. If you want to do it. You never do it. You said you can join us. You can do that for sure. William, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Andy does it. William missing a couple of games. Gary, thanks so much. We missed Luke, I believe. I know in our tap, Yamo, Peter sent by email. Luke did it. R2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Awesome. Woody Snyder did it. Okay, awesome. I love it. Thanks to join us tonight. A little bit slow coach. I will have to check engine like on a few years now. So that's all good, Woody. Not a big deal. Go back right here. Thank you, John. The post light is on, but it's been flying over years. My first stream, straight from start to finish. Thanks, goals. Chat for all the fun, my man. Have a great time tonight at 4-2. Don't go nowhere. 4-2. We have the Frenchy Quiz. It's more fun. Don't forget, guys, to click on the like. That'd be awesome. So we're going to consider, guys, the Frenchy Quiz of the show tonight. We do this every Friday night. And the Frenchy Quiz, guys, it's about in our tap, a lead with 5 so far. And welcome back anyway, A2 for sure. And then in our tap won the last one, and Peter Martin get that one. Thanks so much, Pierre. So we're going to go Frenchy Quiz, the last part of the show tonight on the Friday night. Here we go. Good luck, everybody. First question of the night. Which Panthers goalie has the most save in one game when he accomplished a shootout in their history? Which goaltender had the most save during a game, a shootout, and during the franchise? Is it Roberto Luongo, Jimmy Rimmer, Greg Anderson, Sergei Bobrovsky, or John Van Brisbook? Randy, because you're on chat. As soon this test was good, your French is mine, not good, not a problem for you. Really good luck, everybody. And after that, no respect for the code. Will he go with E? John go with E with John Probosky, with John Van Brisbook. Patrick go with Van Brisky. Ron go with B. Habs Nation good. RJ go with C. 4-2 with C. And Arthur with A. We'll wait a little bit. Pierre-Luc Laforcine go with C. Pierre Barthé go with C. We'll wait for 1 more minute. Gary go with C. And Andy Quivla go with E. Randy Walkman go with E. Thanks to Randy to play. Luciano has what in our tap? Oh, go with E. Nicolas go with A. Thank you so much, Nicolas, to join us late for you.
Oh my God!
The answer, guy, is C. And Rain make A. Not good enough for you. RJ, Pierre Martin, Luc Laforcine, Gary Cournoyer, guys, take the lead 1-0. Congratulations. 5 questions every night. Then this one is 4 to go. And we'll see. Question number 1 over. Here we go. Which NHL team scored 9 goals against the Predators other than the Dallas Star? Dallas Star did it yesterday, but you have another team and the history did it against the Nashville, the Colorado, the Pittsburgh, the Edmonton, Tampa, and Islanders. Guys, I did that quiz in the last 8 minutes before 9 o'clock this morning. I told you not that I cannot do it, and then I find a way to do it quickly, and hopefully I don't have no mistake. Luciano said B. Not good enough in our tap. Luciano was wrong again. The code. Nicolas go with C with Edmonton. John go with B. Both of them are 0-1 so far. We'll wait for other people. Then we have RJ at B. Ron with D. Willie with A. Randy Walkman go with B. Randy, hopefully doing well, you and your wife. I almost bring you on tonight. Look with D. Pierre Martin with E. Still waiting for Luc Lafortune, said D. Here we go, Luc Lafortune. Pierre Martin, oui. Gary go with D. Patrick go with E. Rain go with A. And Arthur go with B. For you go with D. Luciano go with C. There we go. Look like everybody did the answer.
Oh my God!
The Colorado Avalanche did it, guys. And we have no one have two good answers so far. And then Willie Snyder, Rain joined already. Gary Connery, Luc Lafortune, Pierre Martin, KJ, RJ, and for you. And all of you guys are at one good answer and two, and the rest of you are 0-2. So many people can win, can still winning on that one for sure. Question number 3 of the night. Question number 3. What is the Oilers' record for the most shortened goal and one and a single season? What is the record for Oilers score the most shortened goal? Is it 32 goal, 34, 36, 38, or 45 goal in one regular season? We're talking about short-ended goal by the Edmonton Oilers. I did not vote, Leo. Sorry, I hear that. John, that's his Willie and in our tap does this all the time. Willie go with C. Thanks so much, Willie. Nicolas with A, John with D. Thank you so much. 4-2 with C, and after with C, Ron with B, John with D. Andy go with E. Luc Lafortune go with D. Pierre Martin go with C. RJ go with C. Thanks so much. Wait for people. Luciano go with C. Patrick go with 45. Gary go with C. Here we go.
Oh my God!
Yep, it was C36, and some of you step up on that one. Rain go with D. For you is at 2 now, following by RJ, Pierre Martin, Gary Conway, Willie Snyder, and our tap. And Luciano scored the first goal of the game for them. And we have right now 3 questions, 2 to go right now for this show on the Frenchy Quiz. Don't go nowhere. Still possible for everyone to win this game or tie the game. So you have a possibility to make this happen. Whoops, sorry about that. Here we go. Who is the last NHL player to have 5 hat-tricks in one season? Yes, Austin Matthews just did it. Now we're looking for which player did it the last time in NHL. Is it Mario Lemieux, Chico, Selani, Ovechkin, or Forsberg? Going with E tonight, Pierre Martin. Here we go. Luciano, copy and our tap. Here we go, Luciano. Luc Lafortune. John said B. RJ go with D. Ovechkin. Patrick Leblanc go with Chicho. Ron go with E. Forsberg. Nicolas go with A. Mario Lemieux. KLS, welcome back in the house. Enata go with B. Andy go with A, B. Gary Conway go with B. D for Ovechkin for you. Luciano, welcome back. Luke with D. Pierre Martin with A. Willie Snyder with A. Roger Collette with E. Rain go with B. Here we go. We'll see if anybody else. When Rain hit the last, she's usually the last one to do it. So I think we'll be done for that one. Here we go. We got this.
Oh my God!
One more. Yeah, he was right about that one over there. It was B, like a rain, like in our tap, like Andy Couvilla, Patrick Leblanc. And then we have also Gary Cournoyer, but Gary Cournoyer take the lead at 3 right now. He's the only one he has at 3. Pierre Martin, RJ, for you. And our tap, Rain, Willie Snyder can tie Gary Cournoyer if he's wrong for the last question of the night, ladies and gentlemen. And the last question, guy, I was really quick on that one. I do my best. So it's going to be only under, over, or exact. Sorry about that. Here we go. Last question of the night for the game. Anaheim Ducks have 13 shots against Montreal Canadiens. What is the lowest shot on the goal in one game for the Anaheim Ducks? Is it 11? Under, exact, or over? Patrick, for speed. Pierre Martin, oh no, in our tap is coming from way behind. The hockey coach said the Nets scored 3 goals in the game, Willie. Add to speed bonus. Here we go, John. Carolina still winning 4-1. Nicolas go with exact with B. Thanks so much, Nicolas. Nicolas tried to score his first goal of the night for Nicolas. 0-4, Nicolas tonight. Patrick go with B. He is 1-4. Willie Snyder go with B. Willie is 2-4. Try to tie the game if Gary is wrong for Willie. Now everybody wait for Gary Cournoyer and sorry. Willie go B. Luc Laforcade go with B. Pierre Martin B for Danny. 4-2 go with C. And Arthur go with C. Andy Couvilla go with C. Lucien go with B. Rain go with A. Okay, let's go with A. I still missing, guys. Gary Cournoyer go with B exact. Pierre Martin go with B. John go with B. They have someone at your door. And I'll tap. Nicolas go with B. Wow.
Oh my God!
Interesting end of the game. If Gary Cournoyer said B and the answer is B, this game is over. But no, it was not over because the answer is C. And in our tap, and for you are back and finish the game with the same number like Gary Cournoyer are the winner of the week. In our tap consists of performing a back-to-back W for in our tap. And congratulations, guys, on this one. Is Mr. Enartap, Gary Cournoyer, for you for the first time are the winner of this contest, Frenchy Quiz. Wow, what a great game at the end of this game between all everybody. A lot of people have 2, RJ, Pierre Martin, Willie Snyder, Rain, Andy Couvilla, Patrick Leblanc, KLS, but not good enough for a guy to score the 3rd goal of the game for the hat trick and win tonight. Luc Laforcade 1-5. You're absolutely right about this, Luc. I was going to let you know, but you tell us before I was going to mention this to you. 5-1 for Carolina against the Hurricane for that. Here we go. We go through the code tonight. We talk about Mike Madison. Was a good conversation, by the way. Thanks so much, Roger. It was fun to share it with you tonight, everybody. Hopefully you enjoyed tonight with me. And don't forget, we'll be back tomorrow night, 7 o'clock for the game on Montreal Canadiens. Again, the Washington Capitals. It's Sunday night, the weekly recap with Unwritten. If you want to join me, Frenchy in Thailand, 7 o'clock p.m., this is what I have for you on during the weekend. Great show tonight. It was fun to share it with you. We want to thank Madison Run with Kings, Unwritten, and of course, Luciano to be with us tonight. We want to thank the RG Collabo for information about the Laval Rocket most and then the NHL news around the league. Thanks so much, RG. How will the people click on the likes tonight? It's a fun Friday night, guys. We had no time to play the Friday night. We'll go left and right. We're sharing opinion with respect. We want to thank for you to be with us tonight. Hulk was with us tonight, I think, as the first time. And many of you are the returner. Without you, it would be impossible. The channel continues performing every single night. We're really grateful and thankful for each one of you, but we want to remind you one more thing before we leave the building, because
You are awesome. You are amazing. You are the best. And remember, you have greatness inside of you.
absolutely right. You have greatness inside of you. What a great night. What a fun night for every one of you here tonight. And I can wait to see you next time. Until then, guys, we want to remind you, be well, be L. Find a way not to only dominate your day, but find a way to dominate the first half of what? Look out for son. 2024. That's all, guys. It was a great time for me to be with you tonight. I can wait to see you tomorrow night, 7 o'clock p.m. Until then, my friend, the Hockey Nation Show and the Habs Nation Podcast want to let you know one more thing. We love you, people. Have an amazing, great night. See you next time. Until then, enjoy the rest of your evening and enjoy the weekend. You're absolutely right about this. Look. Good night, Gary Conway. And after that, RJ, Willie Snyder. What's the final score, Willie, for Moves tonight? I like my screen tonight. My background. Remember, guys, the life is short. Don't waste any moment to fulfill your day every single day. You never know. It could be your last one. Have a good night, everybody. Booyah! Thanks for the likes.